Hey everyone, welcome back to Pick Up the Truth. Now, on the screen, you're going to see a program that's scheduled in time every morning. As many mornings as they can fit in the work schedule, anyway. Because they know every morning you're going to look to these people as your day begins. You're going to look to these people for your daily programming. What's going on in the world around you. And they're going to make sure that you're familiar with these people, their familiar faces, and the things that they programmed you in this world. Michael Strahan, you're going to see this one, if you're familiar with the distraction they give you known as football. Just one of the many sports they distract us with in this system. But they want you to be familiar with this one so you can trust in it, just like you trusted in it many, 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 many years that it's been programming your mind. But now it's got a bigger role to program your mind. But the question is, are you going to allow it? It's just the same with the other two. They're here to program each and every mind that tunes into their channel, which are millions and millions and millions of people, if not billions. So they have a lot of influence over the people with their intentions, or lack of, whichever be the case. Because we know already that these people in the news media, they are part of the Masonic construct that we cannot trust. And if you know truth, you know this already. But there's plenty of our loved ones that tune into this daily garbage every day and put their faith and belief in it. And that's unfortunate when we watch them watch it. And when we watch them or hear them talk about it. They may try to talk about it with you and discuss some of these things they're programmed by. That's another thing truthers have to put up with, when people watch this kind of stuff that programs their minds and they go around and talk about it with other co-workers and friends and family and even strangers, Well, that stranger may know truth and may know what you're programmed by. And that happens to me a lot, Not that I'm sitting up trying to judge anybody. I'm not. But I have the unfortunate ability to see what programs people in this world, because I'm awake to the truth of what it is. Just like many of us can do, because we know truth. But it's a hard road and a hard task to try to tell people that the world they believe in is a bunch of bullshit. So, yeah. But they end up putting their faith in these clowns, so let's see what they got to say.
So much of America started to open up this weekend. Crowds headed outside as well to beaches and parks. At least 49 states have now lifted some restrictions as the number of coronavirus cases across the United States approaches 1.5 million. The number of deaths is nearing 90,000.
We begin our coverage with the big debate coast to coast on how to quickly to reopen as new hotspots pop up across the country. One of them in Texas. Marcus Moore starts us off from Dallas with the latest. Good morning.
Now, you know, the cases and the deaths, I mean, it's really a hard number to try to confirm with any kind of virus, right? It's so low to us, you know. I mean, they could say the common cold or the common flu around this season is coronavirus, and really nobody would be the wiser, you know, because they control the results of what the fuck it would look like and what it wouldn't look like, right? So yeah, convincing a bunch of people that the people that have colds and flus and fevers and whatnot may actually have, you know, they can convince them they have this fake virus, coronavirus, you know. It's easy, no problem. I mean, because you're already in the season anyway, right? Piece of cake. So we see a lot of that happening. And the deaths, we know the deaths are being misconstrued because of the stupidity they have, that they're programming people to have stupidity, because they're actually being successful in programming the sheeple to stay home, okay? The people that actually have heart issues, the people that actually have diseases, the people that actually have, you know, serious conditions that they may die from, they're dying from at home and being labeled as dying from corona, you know? These things are happening in real time, in real life. And they even report them in their false news, you know? But it's happening for real, you know? Because they program these fools to stay at home instead of going to the hospital if they feel like they're having a heart attack symptom or not, you know? They got these people so scared at home and believing this stuff is so real and that it's in the air or it's on your hands, or, you know, programmed fear. It's killing people for real. You know, and that's the bad shit. That's one of the many bad things that they have with this programming. So, even though this virus may not be real, they're really killing people with the bullshit they're telling them. And we can see it, you know. We are awake and fortunate to be able to see what these fuckers are doing, you know. And it's good. Truth is good, and truth in creation is powerful. It allows us to see these disgusting fuckers and what they're doing to us. So, let's continue.
Morning, Marcus.
Michael, good morning. Here in Texas, COVID-19 is not easing its grip in some parts of the state. As they have increased testing, the number of positive cases seems to have spiked in some areas as this state and others look to reopen. This morning, with nearly every state in the nation relaxing at least some restrictions, the U.S. reaching a grim milestone. 1.5.
There you go. Programmed fear. More programmed fear. Look at the ridiculous masks they're wearing. I mean, what is that guy wearing there? That is incredibly stupid looking. I mean, come on. Even the guy they have over here on the sidewalk with the cane, he's all masked up. So, Yeah, this is programmed fear mongering for us. Congratulations, guys.
Million cases of COVID, with the death toll nearing 90,000. This weekend, thousands flocking to newly opened beaches in Los Angeles, many sunbathing, which is now against the rules.
I think people are being pretty respectful.
Boardwalks packed in New Jersey, nail salons in New Orleans using plastic barriers. One restaurant in Maryland even using
Oh my goodness, look at that, folks. That's crazy shit right there. I mean, come on. This is in Maryland. Wow, we got these are grown folks now. Come on, grown folks. You could not get me in a fucking contraption like a stroller, a baby stroller, a mix between a fucking baby stroller and an old folks stroller. So, yeah. I'm not gonna be one of them grown-ass men who put themselves in one of these stupid contraptions. No way in hell. I'd walk away from this world first.
inflatable donuts to keep patrons away from servers. This restaurant in Cincinnati packed. Near Orlando, Florida, 7 people arrested after a chaos at a block party. Hands up! Deputies say they were hit with glass bottles. All as America's favorite pastime.
In Orlando, ruckus breaks out. Trying to keep people under control. Gotta keep controlling the people. Better social distance or we'll whip your ass, you little slave bitch.
Show signs of awakening. Here we go. Sunday, the green flag waving. NASCAR returning for the first time in 10 weeks, but without spectators in the stands. Drivers having their temperatures taken on the...
Look at that, folks. Look at that. Look at that. They're promoting their NASCAR sport. It's another distraction for the working class people. For the people that they divide up into classes. Okay? They do the same thing with sports. They divide you up in classes, okay, for each sport. All right? It's the same shit. Now look at that. They're pushing their coronavirus bullshit on people. You see the masks? Now they're promoting stopping you in your personal car and shooting you with some kind of thermometer gun. That's bullshit, people. How can we be putting up with this kind of garbage? Just tell them to get bent and get the fuck out of here. You know, ain't none of this shit worth it in this system they got for us. If we got to put up with all this garbage, I mean, think about it. If you did still believe in this country, if you did still believe in the nation you were labeled with, okay, then you would be so disappointed in what's going on right now, it's not even funny. Because you, the people, the sleeping sheeple, are supposed to be in charge of this nation. This stupid government that has you under control with law enforcement and the military, if need be, to keep you in line, you're supposed to have control over them. Where's that control? You, the sheeple, where's your control over your government? You can't control the Masons. You never will be able to. Look what they're doing to you. Look what they're doing to your family. It's only going to get worse. You're going to be trapped in a world you can't escape from. Then what? Then what? Then you're going to wake up? It'll be too damn late. For you, your children, your grandchildren, everyone.
Way to the track. Golfers back on the course as well. Pros carrying their own bags. No caddies. President Trump calling in to the people.
Look at that. Another sport to distract and divide the people with. Good job. Let's get all these systems back up and running to full capacity so we can distract and deceive as many people as possible.
GA charity event.
We want to get sports back. We miss sports. We need sports in terms of the psyche of our country.
Yeah, there
In
you
hard-hit
go.
New York City, parks
Said
using
it all.
designated seating circles and officers walking around with banners to make sure sunbathers have 6 feet of distance.
There you go, people. Seating circles. Gonna treat you like a little enslaved bitch. How you like getting your freedoms taken away and you being bitch slapped every day, you stupid fucks. And we're sitting here allowing it. You know? Why are we allowing being treated like bitches? And here's where I explained in my previous videos where they're going to use law enforcement, our friends and family in law enforcement, you know, against us, enforcing their rules, taking away your natural rights. Disgusting, people. Disgusting.
Between them. Hospitalizations slowing in the city. On Friday, only 77 new patients entered hospitals with COVID symptoms, down from
These
a
are
high
the
of nearly
things we have to put up
1,700 at
with
the
to
end of
live in their
March.
stealing
And as tests
concrete
become more
fucking
readily
cities.
available, the state's
Is it
governor,
worth it?
Andrew Cuomo, encouraging anyone with symptoms to get a test to help with tracing, even getting one himself on camera.
Cuomo, the unnatural
And
homo.
finger pointing in
See how
Washington.
he's
White House advisor
demonstrating
Peter
his
Navarro
fucking
blaming the
bullshit on
CDC
people?
for the country's
Programming
initial
your
lag in
mind.
testing.
We want
Early
your
on
DNA
in this
sample
crisis,
so we can
the CDC,
know
which
every
really
single
had the
fucking
most
thing
trusted
about
brand
you in
around the
this
world
system
in this
that you're a
space,
bitch in.
really let the country down
CDC.
with the testing.
Look at
Now,
those
as the U.S.
motherfuckers,
opens,
the same
8
entity
states still
that
seeing an
makes the
increase in the number of
diseases.
new cases, including Texas, which reported its
spreads
highest
them
daily
all
rate on
over the
Saturday
fucking
with
world.
1,800 new cases, many of them from meatpacking plants.
We're going through 110 gallons of sanitizer a week.
Food packing
Going through
plants nationwide, hotspots,
110,000
along with correctional
gallons
facilities
of
and nursing homes,
sanitizer a week.
which
Do
have
you
accounted
realize
for
that
1/3 of
sanitizer
U.S.
they
deaths.
spray everywhere is
Back here
can
in
burn your
Texas, the
skin.
gyms and office buildings will
These
reopen
fuckers
today
don't
up to a
care about
25%
our health.
capacity. And the governor is expected to hold a news conference this afternoon where he
These
will make
people in the
additional
media
announcements,
make me
Robin,
sick.
as they work to control this
they
outbreak.
stand up on these local channels. and
Many
they
are.
want you to
Okay, Marcus,
respect
thank you. For more now, let's bring in
for
ABC
the
News
most part,
contributor
people
and
are deceived
former
to
White
do
House
that.
Homeland Security Advisor
Respect
Tom
these
Balser.
clowns.
Tom, it's always good
The
to have
same
you
ones that get
with
up
us,
there
and
and
don't have to
sell
tell
out
you about this
humanity
debate that's raging,
and
whether or not
fucking
it's too
deceive
soon
us
to
every single
reopen. What
day.
will be
Look
the
at 'em,
indication
smug.
whether or not that's the case?
Good morning, Robin. You know, unfortunately, it's a debate
they're
as
in
if
a
there's only
class
two
above
answers,
you
and the real
people.
answer is that we're going to have to start planning to toggle between mitigation and suppression. So we're heading out of the suppression phase now, the one that's more effective, and we're accepting
Look at
some
that.
community
Promotion of the
transmission
mask,
as a result of this
promotion of the
crushing blow to our
gloves.
economy. The sign is going to be,
That
like it was in the
table ain't worth
beginning,
a fuck.
outbreak numbers going from
Nobody can
small
sit right
flare-ups to
beside
larger
you.
trends in any community.
programmed
It's
the
not going to
fear
result
of
this time, though, in a
another
whole
brother and sister in
nationwide
your
blanket
head.
shutdown. This time, it
Don't
should
get
be
too
city
close
by
to
city,
somebody.
looking for cases that aren't contained in nursing homes or small areas.
Many people
When
are
are we gonna
encouraged
say
because
no
in
to
many
the
areas
mind
we are
control?
seeing a downtrend with the numbers, which again is quite
Yeah.
encouraging. And the testing,
gonna say
where do
no
we
to
stand
these
with that
fucking
now, Tom?
Yeah, it's encouraging, and it's
we
also
see our
planned
loved
in
ones
this
turn on
approach. And so
this Good
what you want to
Morning
do is
America
be
every day,
happy
start
but
their
controlled,
day
or
into the
a little
program
bit
world.
modulated in our optimism,
Yeah.
because now this return out of social distancing, it's a little bit different, right, Robin? So it's not less important to stay away from people. Testing's a problem. We
Turn
don't have
the
enough
TV
of it,
off,
but the
period,
testing
is good, but
standard
look what
is
it's
better
doing.
now. So now anybody
We
who
can
wants a
turn
test
TV
or
off
would
and-
even not feel, feel
save
sick
ourselves from
should
the
be able to get that test
programming, but
before they
look
go
how
into certain
dangerous
areas,
it is for the
congregate
ones we
areas.
love.
We don't have enough of them yet. We don't have enough for this surveillance effect to take a place.
They
But
soak
I
up
think we're
this
going to see it
information
result
from these
in a
clouds.
summer of low cases
They do.
and then a fall
All
of a
the
return.
programming that
And what are
comes
you hearing
along
with the doctors? Are there tests available? I mean,
Want us
Governor
to
Cuomo
believe
is
in the
saying
world. Look
there
at
are
that.
people who should be
Look at
tested
that.
and they're not, and people want to know
Look.
why is that?
Yeah, well, there's tests, but they're distributed in different ways.
pushing
So
that
at hospitals, a lot of them
motherfucking
have
thing in
access
straight
to these
in his
tests for those
nostril.
that feel some symptoms and go
Nostrils
looking
don't go
for it.
straight
But there's not enough
that
tests
way.
to
You
spread
have
out
to
across
go
the entire
up the
community
nostril.
to start this surveillance program
you know it's
looking for new
bullshit, people.
flare-ups. Remember, a lot of people are returning to meatpacking plants
we're so
that never left
stupid.
work, that
Let's
were
go
in
back
nursing
to that,
homes.
man.
They need to be tested
go
as they
back
come
to
into
that
work
shit,
every
man.
day. Start this surveillance
I go
program
back.
looking for new flare-ups. Remember, a lot of people are returning to meatpacking plants.
Oh, there we go.
Saying there are
Look. She, you'd have to go up with that thing. The nostrils go up. These people are full of shit. She just slid her finger. Man, they think we're a bunch of dunce caps, boy.
people who should be
You know what
tested
a
and they're
dunce
not.
cap
And
is?
people want to know why
It's
is
a
that?
fucking pyramid
Yeah,
that
well,
goes
there's
on
tests,
top
but
of
they're
your
distributed
head.
in different ways. So at
Go along
hospitals,
with
a lot
all
of them
the other
have
Masonic
access to
fucking
these tests for
programming
those
they
that
got
feel
for us.
some symptoms and go looking for
Yeah,
it.
so it's
But there's not
okay.
enough tests to spread out
These
across the
people wear
entire
these
community
dunce caps
to start
every
this
day.
surveillance program looking for new flare-ups.
Yeah.
Remember, a lot of people are returning to meatpacking plants
This is how
that
we
never left
recognize
work, that were in nursing homes. They need to be tested as they come
Yeah,
into
see
work
that?
every
They're
day
gonna
or every
test
other
our
day
loved ones
so that
in
we
the
can start
nursing home.
monitoring throughout the summer for when we return into
Yeah,
a need
if your
for
state is
episodic
reopening
suppression.
their
All right,
restrict-
Tom, thank you very
their
much.
restrictions,
Well,
I
hey there, GMA
recommend
fans.
going to
Robin
go
Roberts
see
here.
your,
Thanks for checking out
your
our
loved ones in
YouTube.
the nursing home if you have any, because don't let these fuckers. Don't let them have too much control over the people you have in the nursing homes. They'll kill them if they can. I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them, and no. Just go make sure that they're okay and everything's good. I'm not talking about because of the coronavirus. I'm just talking about in general. I love you guys. Take care of yourself out there.